everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a major story from July 2025, the historic partnership between Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, their take on the Israel-Iran conflict, and a surprising Nobel Peace Prize nomination. Let's break down what happened, why it matters, and how it's reshaping the Middle East. Buckle up and let's get started. First up, the burning question. Is the war between Israel and Iran finally over? Here's Trump's take.
The best man to answer that is the Prime Minister. But I will tell you that in my view, I hope it's over. Yeah, I think Iran wants to meet. I think they want to make peace, and I'm all for it. Now, if that's not the case, we are ready, willing, and able. But I don't think we're going to have to be. But I think
Trump sounds optimistic, hinting Iran's ready to talk peace after a major military setback. But what caused this shift? Let's hear how a U.S. Israel strike changed the game. Netanyahu calls their joint effort a historic victory against Iran's nuclear and missile threats.
I think the partnership between Israel and the United States, the partnership between President Trump and me, produced a historic victory. It's an incredible victory, actually. It brought the greatest capabilities of the United States that are unmatched with the great capabilities of Israel and the army of Israel, pilots of Israel, soldiers of Israel, and the Mossad. And the combination of these two extraordinary capacities produced a decisive result. It set back the two tumors that were threatening the life of Israel, the nuclear tumor and the ballistic missile tumor, because they were planning to build 20,000 of these things and launch it on a country the size of New Jersey. And no country could withstand that. So what do you do when you have two things that are going to kill you? You have to remove them. With our combined effort, we did. But when you remove a tumor, doesn't mean that it can't come back. You have to constantly monitor the situation to make sure that there's no attempt to bring it back. So we've had.
This victory stems from a precise strike that obliterated Iran's key facilities, including a nuclear site deep in granite. Netanyahu's tumor analogy underscores the need for ongoing vigilance. Trump's team is now in talks with Iran to lock in this progress, which leads to a surprising announcement. In a bold move, Netanyahu nominated Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize for his Middle East peace efforts.
I want to present to you, Mr. President, the letter I sent to the Nobel Prize Committee. It's nominating you for the Peace Prize, which is well-deserved, and you should get it.
thank you very much. This I didn't know. Wow. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Coming from you in particular, this is very meaningful. Thank you very much, baby.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you. It's a great honor.
Trump's surprise underscores the weight of this nomination, tied to his role in the Abraham Accords and Syria's new regime. But what about broader peace prospects? Netanyahu sees a chance to expand the Abraham Accords, but warns Iran against testing their resolve.
But I think that there is an opportunity here to create a historic expansion of the Abraham Accords, which were themselves an act of history, that deserve a Nobel Prize for the president. But I think the opportunities are much bigger. And I hope, I'd like to believe that Iran would not test our fortitude because it would be a mistake.
And
This expansion could reshape the region, but Israel's security remains non-negotiable. Trump's actions, like lifting Syria's sanctions, also open new doors for peace. Trump's decision to lift sanctions on Syria's new leader signals a push for stability.
Of a lot of countries in the surrounding area of the Middle East, including Bibi, we took the sanctions off Syria, and I met the new leader. I was very impressed by him. Somebody said, well, he comes from a very tough background. I said, well, I'm not that surprised. It's a tough part of the world. But I was very impressed by him. But we took the sanctions off because we want to give them a chance. They would never have had a chance without the sanctions. And one of the things we have with Iran is, we have they are very biting sanctions. And I would love to be able to, at the right time, take those sanctions off, give them a chance at rebuilding, because I'd like to see Iran build itself back up in a peaceful manner and not going around saying death to America, death to the USA, death to Israel, as they were doing. You know, they were the bully of the Middle East, and now they're not the bully anymore. But they were saying terrible things, and would like to see them. They have such potential. You know, they have the oil power, and they have great people, smart people, energetic people, amazing. And I know so many Iranians from New York. I have a lot of friends, and they're great people. So it's a shame when you see a thing like this happen. But I think that taking the sanctions off of Syria is going to give Syria a great shot at making.
So, what's the big picture? Trump and Netanyahu have dealt Iran a major blow, opened paths to peace, and earned Trump a Nobel nomination. But the Middle East is still a powder keg, and vigilance is key. What do you think? Can they pull off lasting peace? Let me know in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more global breakdowns. Catch you next time.